What is the future of online jobs? Okay, we're hearing about online jobs a lot, and is it true that you're going to be able to work from home, and what's the future of this? Is this really going to hold? Well, if you want to know the answers to those questions, you're going to want to stick to the very end on this video. Now, the effect of coronavirus and the pandemic on the workforce has really been tremendous. In April of 2020, there was an MIT survey done of 25,000 workers. Of that 25,000, 34% of those people are now working from home, and when pushed a little bit further, they found out that 15% of those people had already been working from home before the pandemic. So that means that half of the workforce that they surveyed is working from home. Now, this is also true of people over the age of 55 years old. I mean, let's face it, the workforce has changed forever because of the pandemic. It just has. And if you're not taking advantage of this, you're going to miss out. I mean, the fact is, research has proved that working from home actually increases productivity. It also helps people with life-work balance, and people just plain seem to be happier, not to mention the fact that it has a drastic decrease in pollution because people aren't driving around in their cars. I mean, companies are figuring this out. They really are. New York City based commercial real estate company Square Foot has now provided all their employees with laptops to work from home. There's even grants from state and federal governments if you let your employees work from home now. I mean, let's call it what it is. Being able to work from home, that's kind of a privilege now. Not everybody can do that. The fact that people can do that has to do with the fact that the work they do can be done on a computer like this. Now, if the work you do cannot be done on a computer like this, then obviously you can't work from home, but that is a tremendous benefit. The fact is, not all businesses agree with this, and the people who didn't agree with having their employees work at home, they were worried about productivity, they were worried about they would screw off and not do their job. A lot of those companies may bring them back into the office, but will that actually hurt those companies? Will that hurt their productivity? Will that lower their overall profits because they're having to pay for an office, they're having to pay for equipment and utilities and lighting and all this stuff to keep an employee in a building, and they don't even need to be there. Now, there's some downsides to this. I mean, you think about sales. When you're working online on a computer like this, it's really difficult to read your prospect if you can't see them. Now, it's true, maybe the interest in having people work from home once the COVID thing passes or fades away, that a lot of these companies are going to go back to their old ways, but don't forget, there's a lot of them, they're going to realize the benefits of this. They're going to realize that it saved them a ton of money, their employees are happier, and it costs them less to actually employ these people. Matter of fact, according to a lot of surveys, some of the employees that were working from home said they would take less pay if they were allowed to work from home. Now, you think about that. If you pay the employee less money, in addition to that, it costs you less money to employ them. That's a huge savings. But we've got to address other things, like 17% of the people working from home said their number one problem was loneliness. They had no coworkers, nobody to talk to. So how are we going to facilitate having these people work from home, still interact with their fellow employees? Will we have luncheons out? Will we have meetings once a month? Will we do some Skype or Zoom things? I'm not sure, but something needs to be done in that area too. Now, you know that when we return to the offices, those people who do return to the offices are going to look a lot different. We're going to probably have to space people out. We're probably going to have to put dividers between people. We're probably going to have bottles of Purell and sterile wipes everywhere. So it is going to change when you go back to the office, but ideally, if you don't have to go back to the office, you shouldn't. Now, if you're trying to consider should you work online, should you work from home, understand that it's not always working from home. I have the decided advantage that I can sit in my office here and I can work, but I got to tell you, I don't. This office here is nice and my desk and everything I have is real nice, but I don't work in here. This is for videos. That's all this is for, is my videos. For the most part, when I work, I'm at some coffee shop, I'm at a Starbucks, or I'm at some place that has internet connection. Occasionally I will work at home, sit on the couch and work a little bit. It's not my preferred thing to do. I want to be out with people, and I think most people want to be out with people too. That allure of always being in your house can kind of wear thin on your nerves. You get up in the morning, you walk into your office, you work, you walk out of your office, you get in your bed, you get up in the morning, you walk into the office. It becomes this cycle of nothing ever changes. You have no scenery. So I believe in being able to work wherever I want, but sometimes it's at the lake, sometimes it's at the ocean front, sometimes it's at a Starbucks somewhere. I like the freedom of being able to go to different places, and I think most people do. Now I don't interact on the telephone with people that much. It's usually through Skype, or it's usually through emails or text, so I don't need a really quiet environment. When I'm in a Starbucks or something like that, if it's noisy and the coffee's whistling and people are coming in and out, it doesn't matter to me. Some jobs aren't like that. Some jobs require that somebody be on the phone all day and that they have they're very quiet behind them, so they're going to have to figure out how to work that into their new work life. Now the other thing I want you to think about when you think about working from home, you can work the hours you want. It's no longer a 9 to 5. Maybe in the mornings you got to get your kids off to school, and that's around 9 o'clock, so you take your kids to school at 9, but you got up at 6 o'clock and worked from 7 to 8:30 before you did that. So that was some work you could get done. If you were commuting to a job, you couldn't do that. It would be difficult to do that, because now once I've dropped off the kids, I've gotten that done, I can come back to the house, I can work a few hours, maybe they come home from school, and I get them all situated and they have their snacks and all that, and then they go off and do their homework, and then I can go back to work again. So that typical 9 to 5 is not a typical 9 to 5 anymore. It may be broken up. Maybe I want to work in the evenings once the kids go to bed. I want to work till midnight. That's what I choose to do. Maybe I want to work on the weekends. The time thing doesn't matter. I know I work online a lot with people from around the world. We have employees in India, I have employees in the Philippines, I have employees in Serbia. They're all around the world, so time zones are different. So the time is not really relative to what I have to do. I try to let everybody who works with our company work on their time zone, whatever works for them. I think that's the polite thing to do. I don't need them to be awake when I'm awake. If I need to have a meeting with them, we can have a meeting. I have very few meetings. That's another thing that I think you're going to see go away too, is this meeting culture we had. I know I was in the corporate world before, and I would have, oh my gosh, I had a morning meeting every single day, which lasted for about an hour, and then we had corporate meetings 2 or 3 times a week. It was meeting ridiculousness. Okay, we did meetings on stuff that we could have just texted each other the information. We didn't need to do this. I think a lot of the meetings was to call out individuals in front of a group, which I don't think is productive at all. Okay, I don't think so. I was in a sales environment, so we were showing one person's sales against another person's, and their profitability and what they were doing, and it was more a shaming meeting than anything else. So that did nothing for morale. It took up part of our day, and it pitted these different managers against each other. So I never did understand those meetings. Maybe you have meetings like that with your company, and if so, put them in the comments below. Put in there what you think stupid about the meetings you have. Put in the comments below what you think stupid about showing up to a job that you could probably do at home. I'd love to hear that. So overall, yeah, online jobs are going to increase. That's just a fact. Some companies are going to take advantage of this. They're going to pay less money. They just are. But you're going to save money from commuting. In addition to that, a lot of these companies are going to be more profitable because they can let people work from home, especially any software companies. I mean, you look at places like Google and Twitter and Facebook, all these people have in-home employees now. They had them before, and they're going to have more now. It's going to change. Other companies that weren't as traditional, maybe an insurance company or a medical device company or something that had people in the office, are going to realize they don't need them there anymore. I realized this years ago with my business. Now, parts of my industry, we have a warehouse and we have survival food we ship out. So we have people in a warehouse, we have boxes that are going out. Obviously those people can't work from home. Okay, they have to show up at the warehouse to ship stuff out. But the employees who can work from home, the people that maybe edit my videos or that write my blogs or that work on my websites, all those people have always worked from home. They will always work from home, and will never have an office for them, and it will never cost me money to put a desk and a computer and lighting and air conditioning and all that for those people, because it's just not necessary. So if you're thinking about working online, if you're thinking about maybe your job's going to go online, it's a good thing. I think overall it's a very good thing. Remember to break it up with some interaction with other people. Remember to get out of your house and go have a lunch somewhere. I still leave and go out to lunch. I rarely eat at home because I like getting out. I like getting away. So I incorporate that with my work day to make it feel more normal, and you can do the same thing. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up like this. And if you have not hit that subscribe button yet, please do so. It's a red button right down here. See, take a look. If it's red, that means you haven't hit it. Once you hit it, it'll turn gray. Go ahead and try it right now. Click, click right there. See it turn gray? Hey, did you see the bell pop up next to it? You got to ring the bell. You got to turn on all notifications so that every time I do a new video, every time I go live, I can tell you about it and you won't miss out. You'll be part of the Fisher family, the VIP group, who gets reminded every single time I do a video. In addition to that, what I did is I put together a course. It's a $97 course. You'll see it down in the description. Just scroll down a little bit and you can click it and get it for free. $97 course for free, no credit card required. So check that out. I really appreciate you listening to this video, really appreciate you being somebody on the channel. Please interact, please put comments below. Let me know what you thought of this video. If you've got another idea for another video you want to see me cover, we cover everything about making money online on this channel. I would love to hear it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.